So hi there, how you doing? I'm Jashin Gabani. I'm the founder and CEO of Amdecon Design. We're in the business of designing and manufacturing home and office decor, interior solutions, and office solutions. Where we have accessories, we have corporate gifting items, we have lamps, mirrors. We've got consoles, we've got conference tables, we've got bunker beds, we've got dining tables and chairs, and of course, there are smaller items in plenty and in many for festive and occasional gifting like cutlery. You have trays, you have coasters, there are picture frames, there are, jewelry boxes, lots and lots of items actually. So I'm the founder and the CEO of Amdecon Design, and it's almost Saturday here. So um, I kind of finished off my work and everything, and I'm taking a breather and I'm sharing a post. So my post is actually about recovering your creativity or recovering an outlook towards life, like you would, feel when you're looking at children. So the read I have before me is called Kindergarten. Kindergarten, and if you've grown up watching Arnold Schwarzenegger, there was a movie of his, uh, Kindergarten Cops. Okay, so he's been a great actor, funny, loud, strong, hilarious, or whatever, and a good role model actually. Before he got into politics and stuff, and after that, I don't know. So this is actually called Kindergarten. It's recovering the power of children, and it's telling us about how cautious we must be, or how careful we must be when we have certain emotions creeping on us, when we become a part of, let's say, some circles that we are a part of, or a community that we are a part of, or a certain group we are a part of, or a certain line of work we're a part of, or maybe we were not even working and stuff. So the author is emphasizing, like me, on this thought share on recovering the power of children and your creativity and stuff. So there's this beautiful set of lines. Life is brief, fall in love, crimson lips that fade away while we are swept up in tides of passion, only to then grow cold because there is no tomorrow. Climb into her gondola before the flush of her cheeks fade away. For all of you who will come here no more, before the gondola gets lost among the waves, a hand on her shoulder for those who will now return here. Before the flame in our hearts flutters and dies for those who will never return today. So it's actually a set of lines and poetry from a song where it is. Important, a reminder for everybody to live passionately and with joy and stuff. And it's also telling us that at times your life has to take a different dimension and stuff if you have to put aside your routines and get into the normalcy of life. So there's so many people who are in senior positions. They are working, they're in advertising, they're in branding, they are running foundations, they're with the media, they're kind of in journalism, they're in sports. I mean, to look around, anybody and everybody who's working will have this concern about having time or no time and stuff like that. So the author says that get real, everybody's life is like that. I emphasize on that. Everybody's life is like that. 24 by 7 is what everybody has, right? From the ministers of any country to the lowest I could go to is probably a farmer or maybe a guard. Everybody has 24 by 7 and stuff, but what you make out of it is important. So the lines read as this, that there's an emotion that creeps up in us where we don't allow the train of our childhood to pass through our situation because we want to forget everything. And we have a feeling that if we are going to be kind of engaging in something about our childhood and stuff, we're going to go down a memory lane which is not so welcoming, which is not so exciting and stuff. And you will probably be overcome by a feeling of wishfulness and maybe sadness that maybe you should have spent more time also like children, happy in their own lives and stuff, doing the regular stuff which most of them do. So why is that? Could it be that children remind us of the games they play, the values and dreams that we've abandoned by the wayside, growing up and kind of running after goals or chasing after life or whatever, making it big? So he says, sometimes I feel that getting back to kindergarten before it is too late is a jolt our life needs. So I'm quite enthused and interested in these set of lines because if I were to take a reference from Corona, and I take a reference from even now when I go to a park, or even if I go to, let's say, a place where you got children, say in a club or in a movie hall or in a mall or in a play area, you see how innocent they are, how kind of, how full of energy and fun they are, so they remind you that, you can be like them, and you don't have to be so very serious, and you don't have to be so very stuck up and not so strict on yourself and stuff. And as they are having fun, you open up, you have conversations with them, you'll have a chat with them, and they'll talk to you about their day, they'll talk to you about their school, they'll talk to you about their parents, they'll talk to you about little things which kind of give you that booster of energy, and it takes you back, to your own days and stuff. I'm not talking about nostalgia, because many times I have chat with my school friends, and they're sharing about their children with me, and we're talking about nephews and nieces here and stuff. So I think some of them kind of use that as a reference to how life was, but then I'm like, we can always learn from that, and we can always reflect, and we can always think of how we can still go about to a park, we can still be a part of certain circles, we can still be a part of certain environments, or let's say a studio, or let's say, be a part of a community where you have children, and you let yourself loose and you have fun and stuff, and if you were to see movies like Kung Fu Panda, if you were to see movies like Lion King, if you were to see movies like there's so many of those movies and stuff, sometimes you will actually sit around and say, why do you have to be so serious in watching heavy stuff on news, or following stuff on health, or stuff on world problems and stuff like that? Because trust me and believe me, if you were to kind of have an environment, or if you were going to have a routine or a discipline of only following stuff which is not joyful or not happy, even your children's personality at times can get molded into that. So many times we do understand that yes, children, from the way they are kind of conditioned and stuff, they grow up into human beings, and a part of their childhood is a part of it is just carried into their present times and stuff, but it's not necessary for all, okay? Because education plays a role, the countries that you start working in play a role, the industry you're working in plays a role, the kind of environment you have, even when you grow up or you get married, plays a role and stuff. So it's not just your childhood, but the point is this, that if you can encourage children, and if you can encourage youth to follow creative stuff which is happy, which is positive, then obviously they grow into happy children and stuff. I mean, would you like children to wake up in the night and